This is Knockout Radio coming to you live.
I heard the song. I want to hear the song. I don't want to listen to you.
What was the song?
That was Leonard Skinner.
Yeah. What's Brett Michaels? What was the guy's name that he said? He called him?
I don't know what he called him, but Brett Michaels is worth.
Beavis.
I'm telling you what, Brett Michaels. I'm sick that I'm going to miss it. UFC 299 is that night in Miami.
Where should I be?
You'll be at the concert. You'll be at the concert.
I'm not really a concert guy. I mean, it's not really my speed. I don't even know the last concert I went to.
I understand. You're a loser in a square. I get it. So, and I've told this story. So we started this thing before COVID, where we would go. My brother would take us all to a concert.
Yeah.
The first installment of this new sibling thing was Queen.
Okay.
Row 2. Were we row 1? I think we were row 1. No, we were row 2. So it's a big concert. It's a big deal. So last year, my brother says, all right, we're going to do it, whatever the date. We're going to go to Brett Michaels. And if I was to tell you how disappointed I was, we were at Queen. Now we're going to Brett Michaels. Okay. I mean, I know who he is, and I liked him on The Apprentice. He was on The Apprentice. And it was a whole thing. I forget who the other 3 or 4 bands was. I would go back to see Brett Michaels. He's the nicest guy. Unbelievable.
We saw him at the Super Bowl in Phoenix. Right? Yeah, last year. So, no question. He's a nice guy, great guy.
A great performer. And he's so humble. And he almost puts it on like it's not truthful. That's how humble he is. It's like, come on, nobody can be that humble.
I think I've been to 3 concerts in my life. And one's the Scorpions with you and Steve when Mickey D was here. So I went to that. I went to Aerosmith / Kiss in Red Rocks in Denver once. And I went to Alabama concert. That's it.
Where at?
Alabama in Evansville, Indiana.
Alabama's touring again. How do you tour again?
What do you mean? Why not?
Well, because there was 4 and then there was 3. When the drummer came out, the drummer really wasn't part of the group. So it went from 4 to 3, and then 1 passed away. So now it went from 3 to 2.
Okay.
So it's now, even though Randy Owens is still Randy Owens, but it's like anything. Now these bands that are no longer really the bands. But which would you rather? This is a serious question.
Okay.
Would you rather, and we've seen, Steve has taken me to a concert or 2 that I really wanted to sneak out quickly because they were so old and they were so off key and they were so bad.
Like ZZ Top.
I haven't seen them. But.
Remember how they used to lean and then the knees don't bend, the back is not good. So now they don't even do this kind of do this awkward slant.
So my question is, would you rather go see the band with the original people? Steve and I went to go see Kool and the Gang. There was only one dude from the original Kool and the Gang. No, it was Papa Cool.
Was still cool?
I know, he was definitely cool. This dude, he was playing the bass guitar. He was kind of propped up on a chair.
Okay.
He wasn't sitting on it. He was leaning on it. And no, it was cool.
Okay.
But so the question is, would you rather go see the band even past when you really should be listening to them? Or would you rather go see the band with a couple people, maybe the guitar player, maybe the drummer, but the singer is different and sounds similar? Could be the guy who left Journey who sounded like Steve Perry.
Yeah.
Which would you rather? I'm torn.
I just saw this on a Facebook meme the other day. Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth, both frontmen for Van Halen. It said, doesn't matter. It's the music. It's the band. The guy isn't the X factor. So I'm more I think it's the music. I gotta keep it pure.
So if you were to go see Bon Jovi, without John Bon Jovi singing, that's okay.
I think that's different because that's his name.
Well,
the band is name,
but it's the music. That's you just said the music.
It's like going to see Cher and she's not there. It's like,
no, that's not what it is. Because Bon Jovi, I'm sure he's not the only dude that sings. He only sings 89% of it. But the Eagles. Well, the Eagles have moved on, or then Glenn Fry passed away, and and you're I'm sure if I can't think of the one guy who's saying about destroying the hotel room. I can't think of his name. Who we met at Al Lang Stadium. At one of the softball games.
I think it's different if it's a group. I think it's different if it's a group.
Who?
Joe Walsh.
Joe Walsh.
but it's a different if it's a group versus like a saint, right? If it's
Well, no, of
Prince,
course.
if it's Prince,
No.
you're not gonna go see somebody that looks like Prince, like singing Prince cover songs. But if it's a band, the Jackson Five,
So Aerosmith.
yeah, Aerosmith, you don't need Steven Tyler. It's Aerosmith.
Really?
Yeah, Aerosmith is the band.
Now, I think like always, I do think you're an idiot. I think you do need, Tyler, but I think I told the story about Joe Perry. I was upset that I was going to see him doing a rehearsal. I was the only one there. That dude is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It was very impressive. So you could listen to Cheap Trick without Robin Zander?
I don't even know who that is. But I do know that Steven Tyler,
He doesn't know who you are.
standing on the stage, looks like the mic stand. I mean, it just looks like, just put a mic stand there with like a scarf around it.
Rolling Stones without Mick Jagger?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Rolling
I've heard of it. I know who it is. I know the band. And I know Mick Jagger's the guy with the big lips, right? Like the big,
Yeah, that's how you remember.
is they like the Rocky Horror Picture guy? I don't know. I'm not into concerts, Randy. I've been to 3 in my entire life.
You suck.
Okay, so if I had one concert, you send me to one concert. Okay, I'm going to turn Matt into a concert fan, a guy that enjoys live show. Which concert are you sending me to? I get one show to convert me to a hobbyist.
I would send you to, I was going to say ABBA. Maybe Taylor Swift.
Oh, a Swiftie.
Well, because I know you'd sell the ticket.
No, I'll go to Swiftie. Swiftie's awesome.
I would sell the ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You buying into the conspiracy that there's political agenda behind the Super Bowl now?
No, I mean, but she has brought so much and so many
Yeah.
eyes. And I believe that
$31 million value.
that Kels, and it's Kels, not Kelsey. We've talked about the story. That it's the number one selling jersey. What? How is that the number one selling jersey? Because of
For sure.
Taylor Swift.
No question.
People that are giving her a hard time, and she hasn't asked for the camera to be put on her. Matter of fact,
Right.
she's asked not to. And she's flying from Japan.
Right.
She has a concert. I guess it's like Friday night.
Right. It's a 13-hour trip.
Yeah, well, like I told my wife, the luxury liner that she's on it'll be just like being in a hotel. Granted, you can't walk off the hotel.
Right.
You can't walk down, but that thing is, I'm sure.
She'll be there in time.
No, for sure. For sure.
But one concert to convert me. Now, don't tell me Taylor Swift.
I
Like, Steve, who's your favorite
Motorhead.
live concert of all time?
no, it's Ozzy Osbourne.
Is it?
Yeah, his favorite is Ozzy.
Didn't Ozzy bring COVID to the world?
No, because he finished that.
Oh, he ate the whole bag.
Yeah, he ate the whole thing.
Okay, because
Alleged.
I thought it was a bat that caused COVID.
Supposedly, something like that. I don't know. I think it would have to be, at least for me, something that's just high energy, great music. But I've seen some good concerts that were awful, if that makes sense. The music is great. I saw one guy, a country guy, I won't say his name because I don't want to be sued, who literally just sat on a bar stool.
Is that the one that got booed a lot?
No, he didn't get booed at all. He's phenomenal. Garth Brooks is a great concert.
Actually, I lied.
Of course you did.
I lied. I did have floor tickets to Garth Brooks while I was in high school. I did go to a Garth Brooks concert, and I sat on the floor. But I'm not a fan of sitting on the floor, Andy,
No, I'll never know.
because it's not the best view. I mean, literally, you got to be elevated, I would say, 7 to 10 feet above the stage, so you have like a better view of like the entire platform. And that goes for fighting. That goes for a food fight. I just think you should stay off the floor.
No, I agree. It was awful.
But about
6 seconds I was on the floor. It was awful.
Royal Rumble, floor tickets,
Awful.
never do it again.
Never. Well, what I'll do is, and I'm not complaining. And when I complained last night, I was saying I'm not complaining. I was credentialed. So it was a credentialed seat.
Right.
But I would never stay there. I would then walk,
Sure.
next time I'm going to walk around. I'm going to go find an empty seat. I'm going to go with Fair Play and sit in Jelly Roll seat, whatever I need to
So
do.
enjoy the Rolls lot.
Just because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble is my favorite wrestling event.
Yeah, there's your bucket list.
It is, and it was cool. Sean and I took
Was it
photos.
disappointing? I mean, you're disappointed that was your expectation too high going into it, where you're like, okay, Royal Rumble in my hometown, this is legendary. It's going to be like the greatest thing I've ever done in my career. And when it didn't match up to that, Is that why you're disappointed?
I'm disappointed because I didn't see the Royal Rumble. Okay. I was in the building. I know that the Royal Rumble went on.
Well, that's the point. Like,
We'll talk more about it. We're at the top of the hour.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll talk more about my awful experience at the Royal Rumble last Saturday. Coming to you live from the Cool Breeze AC broadcast facility. This is Knockout Radio. We'll be right back.